be yes. I guess I sit here. Is that what happens?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, I think this is yours.
Oh, and I have loose change. I'll put that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't. That's the end of where you speak.
No, I do the lighting, right?
Well, I mean that's the end you
Yeah,
have where
yeah.
you have to read. That's not in your.
Okay.
That way I didn't forget. Do I need this? I need this. I know I need
this. Shall I call you Patricia O'Reilly? Or what do you like to be called? It says you are
Patricia Riley-Churilla. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Riley, not O'Reilly.
No, not Hobart. I guess my family dropped that a long time ago. I don't know.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the worship service of First Unitarian Church of Hobart, where we strive to put love at the center of how we show up in the world. So each week, during our Sunday morning worship services, we join together in reciting our affirmation of faith. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament. Service is its prayer, and this is our covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Since not everyone can attend in person, we are streaming this worship service online, and we extend a special welcome to all who are joining us virtually. The joys and sorrows portion of our service, however, is private, and we will temporarily pause the stream for that. Other than that, this worship service is being recorded and will be available for future viewing on our website. Today, our worship service will be led by our fellow congregant, Patricia Riley-Churilla. Please turn off or silence your devices. And as you do, allow yourself to enter sacred time together. Take a breath. And another. And join us in a spirit of reverence. Our opening words. First, they came for the socialists. But I did not speak out because I am not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionist. But I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews. And I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me. And there was no one left to speak for me.
Poems to music, and it's in honor of my wife Carla, whose birthday is this month, and it is all about the birth of spring and the longing in people's hearts to go on pilgrimages. Quant'at aprila vidiscere sota, the doctor of March hath pierced to the rota, and bathed every vein in sweet liquor
of which virtue engendered is the flood. Once a feed is sick with his sweat a breath, in spirit hath in every halt and heath. The tendre crop is, and the younger son hath in the ram his halva corsirona, and smaller fowlers mock on melody, that slepen all the night with open air. So preketh Hemna, turning her courages, that longing folk to go on pilgrimages, and Pomres forth to second strongest rondas, to fern hath good in sundry landes, and specially from every shire's ender of England to Canterbury they wend. The holy blissful martyr for to sake that him have holpen, one that they were sick.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Duncan. Flaming chalice is a symbol of Unitarian Universalism. It suggests the transformations that take place when we are held within religious community. When we light the chalice in worship, we illuminate a world that we feel called upon to serve with love and a sense of justice. Please join us in lighting our chalice by reading together the words on the screen and in your order of service. We gather this hour as people of faith, with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning, celebration of a life we share together.
Good morning. Unitarian Universalism is a covenantal faith. We do not recite a creed. We are a group of people who commit to walk together in the spirit of mutual love. And we make decisions using democratic process. Each week, we reaffirm together a portion of our congregational covenant, the promises that we make to each other in community. I will read a portion of the covenant, and please join me in the refrain. For all the ways that we have neglected to participate in the life of our congregation, may we forgive ourselves and each other and begin again in love. For all the ways that we have not supported the goals of the congregation, may we forgive ourselves and each other and begin again in love. For all the ways that we have not accepted and civilly engaged with challenging situations, may we forgive ourselves and each other and begin again in love. Now is the time in the service when we greet all the beautiful souls, the bright shining lights in this room, that we have come together and celebrate that with your smile, with your wave, with your shout. Please greet your neighbor. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Patricia. Thank you. Yes. That was excellent. Now please rise in body or spirit to join me in singing hymn number 170. We are a gentle, angry people. Thank you. That was beautiful. You may be seated. Whenever we gather with others, we have the opportunity to share our own private joys and sorrows with one another, to hold them together so that the lightness of our joys lifts us all up and so that the heaviness of our sorrows feels easier to bear. Anyone who would like to share their joys and sorrows may do so. When I come to you, please share your name so we know who you are. Does anybody have a milestone they'd like to share with us today? Gratitude for all that has been shared and that which lives in the silent sanctuaries of our hearts. May we continue to weave the fabric of this community into ever more beautiful patterns.
And now the reason, please rise in body or spirit for our doxology. Words are on the screen.
All that dwell below the skies, let songs of hope and faith arise. Let peace, goodwill on earth be sung, through every land, by every tongue. Amen. You may be seated. Come with Me by Holly McGee is our story today. All, no, that's the first page. Good. All over the world, the news told and retold of anger and hatred. People against people, and the little girl was frightened by everything she saw and heard and felt. She asked her papa if there was something she could do to make the world a better place. Her papa said, "Come with me." Hand in hand, they walked out the door to the subway. Waiting there on the platform, her papa tipped his hat to those he met. So did the little girl. She tipped her hat too. They rode the train through the tunnels, underground. The girl and her papa were brave and kind, and that day they won a tiny battle over fear for themselves and for the people of the world. The news kept telling of anger and hatred, and the little girl asked her mama what she could do to make the world a better place. And her mama said, "Come with me." They went to their grocery to buy some things for dinner. Because one person doesn't represent a family or a race or the people of the land. Her mama cooked and the girl set the table piece by piece as she'd always done. Plate in the middle, knife and spoon to the right, fork on the left, napkin by its side, water glass. The little girl sat with her mama and her papa, and they ate together. Her dog nuzzled her under the table, and she scratched his head. "I want to do something of my own. Can I walk the dog?" The parents looked at each other, and they looked at their child. They let her go and sent a message to the world that they would not live in fear. And when the little girl opened the door, the boy across the hall opened his door too. "Where are you going?" he asked. The little girl said, "Come with me." Because two people together are stronger than one. The girl, the boy, and the dog were happy to be out. One step at a time, they understood what they could do to make the world a better place. They could go on. Brave, gentle, strong, and kind to one another and all living things. As tiny as it was, their part mattered to the world. Your part matters too. Come with me. Please join me in the responsive reading number 444 in your hymnal. No? Did I skip something? Please hold. Oh, as you were. In your hymnal, it will also be on the screen. Bingo. This house is for the ingathering of nature and human nature. It is a house of friendships, a haven in trouble, an open room for the encouragement of our struggle. It is a house of freedom, guarding the dignity and worth of every person. It offers a platform for the free voice, for declaring, both in times of security and danger, the full and undivided conflict of opinion. It is a house of truth-seeking, where scientists can encourage devotion to their quest, where mystics can abide in a community of searchers. It is a house of art, adorning its celebrations with melodies and handiworks. It is a house of prophecy, outrunning times past and present in visions of growth and progress. This house is a cradle for our dreams, the workshop of our common endeavor. Okay, you're welcome. Oh. Here.
Is my mic on? Okay, thank you. Okay. All right. Good morning. Find my page. I'd like to begin with a brief disclaimer. This sermon may include words associated with acts of violence without going into detail about those acts. That said, part one, we are a gentle, angry people. I'm frustrated. I can't tell you how many times I had to start this sermon over. It was an incoherent plate of spaghetti-like tangents, or it was a wall of inspirational platitudes, or a rant that would make even Lewis Black proud. One thing after another. Now, here I am, one of the gentle, angry people, and I'm still frustrated with the state of our country, with the giving and sudden reversal of basic human rights, with willful ignorance, with complacency. I'm not one to often be at a loss for words, but history is repeating itself. Democracy is dying by 1,000 cuts, and I just don't know how to articulate my thoughts. It's exhausting. What I do know is that people I love dearly, who have felt marginalized in the past, now feel threatened. They're openly being harassed in some places and moving to other places that they feel are safer for them, for now. And I have to stand against a system that allows their harassment. Because if I don't, who will? And who will be left when they come for me? An artist, a pagan. And more to the point, I have to stand against this wave of exclusion and violence because it is the right thing to do. Not that I think Niemöller was wrong, but for me, his words seem somewhat unfinished. They just need to be pushed a little bit farther. At a recent protest, I saw a woman older than me holding a sign that read, "I can't believe I have to do this again." And while I was too young to attend those earlier protests myself, I understood her position. The right to safe abortion in this country was decided in 1973. That's in my lifetime. I remember it well. I probably remember it so well because by 1973, at the age of 10, I already knew I didn't want children. That set me onto a path of contraceptives for most of my childbearing life. Luckily for me, the contraception I chose was 100% effective, readily accessible, and easily affordable. For other women, not so much. Today, even less so. I'm not a stupid person, but I cannot comprehend how access to affordable, effective contraception can be restricted. At the same time, abortion restrictions are being tightened. My reproductive days are over, so I personally have nothing to gain by protesting for reproductive freedom. But the generations that have come up behind me do, and I have to speak out for them. While we didn't know it at the time, this church held what would be its final Freedom to Marry event in February of 2014, after Indiana passed marriage equality, much to all of our great surprise. Freedom to Marry was a mock wedding reception-like event designed for those who could not have a reception of their own. It was preceded by a brief program of socializing, hors d'oeuvres, a speaker, a toast, a gorgeous cake decorated with rainbows, and dancing. To fund this event, we solicited donations from various local businesses within and outside of the wedding industry in exchange for advertising in our program. While on our mission, Cheryl Powell and I went to a local gay bar and asked for a few bottles of champagne for the toast. The bartender looked at us quizzically and asked, "Church? You know this is a gay bar, right?" We assured them that this church is indeed a safe place for the LGBT community. We were also asked if we were lesbians, and if not, why would we care about gays and lesbians? We reminded them that it wasn't only black people who fought in the civil rights movement. We also informed them that the very first principle of Unitarian Universalism is the inherent worth and dignity of every person. As I mentioned earlier, I have no children, and I am happy for part of my tax money to support the public school system. I am happy to give a portion of my money to pay teachers, to purchase educational materials for the classrooms and libraries, and to provide playground equipment and extracurricular activities and excursions at the appropriate age levels. I don't actually have to have children to understand and appreciate the value of a well-educated citizenry. It's not only parents speaking out for educational opportunities in our country. And so it goes from cause to cause, people speaking out in support of groups they do not belong to and reap no individual benefit from for their support. But they know that to live in a democracy means that everyone must be free to live their lives within the parameters of the culture in which they function. And when those parameters do not include everyone, they need to be changed. No one is asking for special rights, not even the family of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. They just want for their loved one the due process that every person in the United States is guaranteed by the 14th Amendment. Nowhere in the text of the amendment does it specify that due process is only available to citizens of the United States. It is due everyone as long as they are in this country. We all want the same things: physical safety, financial security, love, and happiness. Some of us just want it for other people too. If you are a gentle, angry person, I urge you, as long and as often as you are able, choose a cause, or two, or three. whatever you can comfortably take on. Choose at least one cause and do everything that you are able to do for that cause. Whether it's with your time, your money, your voice, get involved. And for those who cannot bring yourselves to get involved, this next part is for you. Part 2, look for the helpers. Why is this quote by Mr. Rogers, the host of a wildly popular PBS children's show, so applicable to adults today? Again, at a recent protest, I saw a sign that said, "It's so bad, even the introverts came out." I think looking for the helpers is appropriate for us because when we are in pain, oftentimes the one who is hurting is our inner child, the one who repeatedly feels frightened, helpless, vulnerable, the one who is thrown back to that long ago pain over and over again, forcing them to continuously try to process and heal, sometimes without time in between. In times such as we live in today, how do we process and heal? And who are those helpers? Here's a list. No surprise here, people process and heal differently and at different speeds. When stressed, some of us are hardwired to organize, to put all the right pieces into place, providing a forum for others to be heard. Some of us are built to step up, to actively raise awareness for important causes. Some of us make our voices heard from the voting booth and registering others to do the same. Some of us are born to write letters or make phone calls, making the voice of the people heard in the highest places. Some of us are passionate about caring for others, ensuring that the suffering are attended to. But for those of us who are simply paralyzed with anxiety for our place in the world, for our children's place in the world, for those who are worried about losing their home, their house of worship, their children, their livelihood, their life, for those who are vulnerable and sensitive and are unable to speak out, for all of these people are the aforementioned helpers. When you encounter someone who is voiceless, find a way to comfort them without giving them false hope. Please don't tell them that everything will be okay, because it just might not. Give them the real hope that you will do everything in your power to see that they are heard. Then get them to the ones who can help them, thus giving them a voice through others who can speak, who can afford to speak. If you have privilege, use it to build up the silent. Let them know you are on their side. We cannot expect the same things from everyone. For that reason, in times like these, we must step up and do what we as individuals can do. Because I can carry a sign in protest does not mean everyone else can or wants to. They have other skills, other needs, other ways of coping. We must not insist that they do as we do, but we can ask them to do what they are able to do, and we can help them along the way. So if you are scared or hurting or alone, look for those people doing the things. If you need something, a kind word, a hug, a place to stay, ask around. Find the helpers. If they can't help you personally, they may have knowledge of places where your needs can be met. If ever there was a time to speak up for the socialists, the trade unionists, the Jews, for LGBTQIA, for the immigrant, for our children, that time is now. If you cannot help, please seek out a helper. If you can in any way be a helper, be a helper. While I reserve a bit of hope that it won't happen, the day of Spartacus may come, and we're going to need lots of helpers. Thank you.
Good morning. Okay, let's see, where are we? Okay, we choose to welcome to the spirit of life and join in our aliveness and share our resources. This month we are sharing our loose change for social change with Hope for Ukraine. This is the last Sunday of the month, so it'll be the last offering for them. A Hope for Ukraine is dedicated to providing humanitarian aid to families in need, supporting communities, and fostering education in Ukraine. The money in the baskets goes to sustaining the mission of our congregation, and the money in the cups goes to the Loose Change for Social Change. For those with us, not with us today in person, there's an online link. Well, it's on your screen. For both the one-time and regular donations. And I need 4 volunteers for the baskets. For your prayers, your presence, your service, and your gifts, we are truly grateful. Announcements. Another way that we walk together is by joining together for fun and fellowship. So you have an announcement flyer in your order of service. Just a couple quick ones. We have the Pagan Beltane Ritual and Potluck coming up next Saturday. It's in the parish hall. It'll be at 6 o'clock next Saturday. We will not be doing a Beltane in here this year, but it will be out there on Saturday night. May 22nd is the Interfaith Spiritual Discussion, and this will hopefully be the first of many interfaith discussions. We will be joining Pastor Leah from the First United Methodist Church over here by the police station, members of the Temple Israel, and members of Northwest Indiana Islamic Center for a spiritual discussion on how each faith informs their work for justice. This will take place at the Northwest Indiana Islamic Center, potluck dinner, and please no pork products. June 8th is our annual church meeting. And next week, don't forget, next week is your flower communion. I have to correct my statement from last week. I do not, and the church does not condone you stealing your flowers from your neighbor. Okay, don't do that. That wasn't a suggestion. That was just, I honestly had it in my mind. My neighbor offers her flowers, and so That's where that was. So please ask before you take your neighbor's flowers, okay? But we will all need some flowers. There's not a lot of live flowers out right now, but there might be by next week. So bring in anything that you can get. If you have to stop in the ditches, you don't have to ask anyone for that, okay? Okay? Okay, and that's for next Sunday. And for the committee chairs, a reminder, budgets for the 25-26 year are due Monday, May 5th. And I think we have one live announcement. Tracy? Just one, just you.
Good morning, all. My name's Tracy. I am the chair of the search committee for our new minister, and I promised you an update this week. So, search committee has met with another candidate last Friday, and it went rather well, and we will be meeting with the board tonight to do some final discussions before we move forward with the next steps. So we're very hopeful that we found a good candidate for us, and that's about all I can tell you right now. So I'm trying to be a little candid.
Okay, for our closing hymn, it's number 305.
Please rise in body or spirit. 305, De Colores.
Okay, that's what I read right here. So it's right here, right? Yes.
All the colors, yes, the colors we see in the springtime, all of its flowers. All the colors, when the sun shines through a rift in the cloud and it showers. All the colors, as the rainbow appears when the storm cloud is touched by the sun. The colors are bound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. All the colors of people parading by with their banners. All the colors of pendants and streamers and plumes and bandanas. All the colors of people now taking their place in the sun. The colors of bound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. All the colors, yes, the black and the white and the red and the brown and the yellow. All the colors of people who smile and shake hands and say hello. All the colors, yes, the colors of people who know that their freedom is won. It's bound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun.
Ole. Our closing words for today. What we can do is live our lives as best as we can with purpose, love, and joy. We can use each day to show those who are closest to us how much we care about them and treat others with the kindness and respect that we wish for ourselves. We can learn from our mistakes and grow from our failures, and we can strive at all costs to make a better world. Barack Obama. I miss him so much. you'll join me in extinguishing the chalice. May we continue to carry in our hearts the light of truth, the warmth of community, and the fire of commitment until we are together again. Please join us in the parish hall for coffee hour. Thank you very much.